I've got 3 eggs, a little sour cream, a little Parmesan cheese, some spices, and salt. This is my breakfast. Most of the time I only eat once a day. But this is delicious. My wife and I went on a diet about 2 years ago. It changed my life and it changed her life. I watched my wife struggle with her weight for 25 years. Well, 23 years because she got on the diet 2 years ago. So most of the time that we were married, she tried several different diets. None of them worked. And it was heartbreaking. And a lot of them even cost money, which was fine. I didn't want to know how much. It didn't matter. If that's what she wanted to do, that was fine. But nothing worked. I had my own struggles with my physical body. I was getting close to 65. My body was starting to feel my age because of the way I abused my body growing up. I used to skateboard quite a bit growing up. I skateboarded until my 50s, surfed, jet skied, snowboarded, did I say snowboard? Bicycled, hiked, kayaked, I did everything. Still do a lot of that. But my body was starting to feel all those years of slamming that concrete, skateboarding those pools back when I was a kid. And I remember the older guys used to tell me, you know, one day you're gonna get older and it's gonna come back to bite you. And boy, did it ever. Well, I suffered an injury about 30 something years ago, a little over 30 years ago. And I had my ACL reconstruction. I had ACL reconstruction surgery. You know, kind of the same thing that Tom Brady had. You know, a lot of athletes have it. Your ligaments inside your knee are just destroyed. And you can use a cadaver or you can use your own. I used my own ligament. I chose to use my patellar ligament. It goes from your kneecap to your tibia. And they take a little small slice out of the middle of it, and they drill a couple holes in your leg, and they slide it through there, and that's your new ligament. And they told me this will last, and you'll be able to go ahead and in 6 months to a year, you'll be, you know, and sometimes, you know, in a shorter period of time, you'll be able to go back to your regular scheduled activities. Weightlifting, snowboarding, skateboarding, jet skiing, all the things that I was doing, you could go back to doing that. And that was true, but it was catching up to me. And about 8 years ago, I had done something to it. I can't remember what it was. I was running, I was playing with my nephews or something, and I hurt my knee again. And it was getting worse over the days and weeks. Finally went to the doctor, and they did an MRI, and he said, you have ripped your ligament. The one that was replaced years ago, it's completely gone. And I'm like, okay, so what do we do now? Do we fix it? Do you do it again? Do I have another reconstruction surgery, or what are we gonna do? And he said, no, your arthritis, you're bone to bone. How much pain are you in, Dave? I said, well, doc, to be honest with you, quite a bit of pain. And I have been in a lot of pain, but I just never really complained about it too much. Didn't even complain that much to my wife. I mean, she knew what was going on. If we'd go to an amusement park sometimes, I'd have to get a scooter because I couldn't walk. If I drove in the car for a short period of time, it was painful just to walk from the car, from the driveway to the front door of someone's house. I couldn't sleep at night. Sleep was terrible. I couldn't even sleep on my side. And if you have this kind of problem, you know what I'm talking about. I couldn't even sleep on my side because for some reason the pressure was making it so bad that I could even put a pillow underneath, in between my knees, and it still wouldn't help. So I knew something was I knew I needed to do something. And my jobs that I've had for the last 25, 30 years are very physical. Up and down off my knees, and very, very physical. And I was getting to the point to where it was a struggle just to do the normal activities of my life and work. So he said, Dave, you take this, go home, you let me know when you're ready, and we'll do reconstruction on your knee. We're gonna give you a new knee. Wow, that was eye-opening. That was eye-opening. So I went home and debated, and 1 year went into 2 years, and I walked in my house one day, and my wife was watching a video. And I said, what are you watching? What are you watching there, honey? She said, oh, I'm watching a couple doctors, Dr. Barry, Dr. Chafee, a couple doctors, and they're talking about this diet. What's the diet called? Because she'd been on several diets and nothing had worked to that point. Well, it's called the carnivore diet. Now, I'd heard about the carnivore diet, but didn't know much about it. It piqued my interest, so I started watching some of the videos with her. Well, a couple weeks later, she started implementing some of those things that they were talking about doing. And of course, I decided to do the diet with her. I wanted to be a support. I didn't need to lose a lot of weight. There was a couple pounds I could have used around my midsection because that's where us older guys carry it. But I was physically active. I thought I was doing a good diet. I watched what I ate. I didn't eat a lot of fast food. We didn't eat a lot of fried foods. We didn't eat a lot of sugar. Well, we ate a lot of processed food, not even knowing it. But we really thought we were eating a healthy diet, but it really wasn't a very healthy diet. Within 8 months, I had, well, less for me because it was quick for me. I just shed those 20 extra pounds I had quick within the first month or two. And in the first year, she lost 50 pounds. In probably a month's time, less than a month's time, all of my inflammation in my knee was gone. The pain was gone. I couldn't believe what was happening to our lives. She finally had lost the weight after 2 decades, over 2 decades of trying to lose weight. She had finally lost that weight that she'd been so desperately trying to lose. I was now pain-free. I mean, 95% pain-free of all the elements, all the stuff that was going on with me. I was able to bend down, walk, run. Riding bicycles, before this, I couldn't do it. Riding a bicycle, the stress on my knee was to the point to where I couldn't, and if I did ride a bicycle, I'd be in pain for 2 days. Now I can ride bicycles, I can do every activity that I still lift weights now, I do my legs, I can skateboard, I can surf, I can snowboard, I can jet ski, I can do all the activities that I used to not be able to do before this carnivore diet. For you, I'm not saying that other diets won't work for you. All I'm saying is this diet, which they call the proper human diet, completely changed our lives. Completely changed everything about everything we were taught, everything that we were told, completely changed everything. So I'm going to continue eating a proper human diet because I have first-hand knowledge of what it does for you. My wife has first-hand knowledge of what it can do for you. My brain fog lifted, my mood improved, my sleep improved. There has been nothing negative about this diet. Did I tell you how delicious this is? There's certain things you can do to make this diet more enjoyable, like this. This is absolutely amazing. If you've been struggling with your diet, if you've been struggling with your physical body, why not give it a try? A week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, just give it a try. What do you have to lose? This is amazing. I think I'll, in some future videos, I'm gonna give you guys some recipes on what we do. We kind of call it a dirty carnivore because we're not strict carnivore. We're not the lion, only meat, only, that's it. We implement other things in, sour cream, cheeses, some hard cheeses, and basically just took out the processed food, the sugars, and the carbohydrates. Eliminated those almost completely. And now, at our age, we're finally living again. Okay, you know what to do. Like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up.